everyone. Hope you're all enjoying the sunshine. Well, depending on when you're watching this. Time to get this garden sorted out soon. But first I thought I'd show you my diesel heater setup. Obviously there's loads of people doing it at the moment. And I thought I would give it a try too. So I've seen lots of people's setups and stuff. But as with everything I do, I kind of go a bit overkill with it. But I built this little cabin just outside the back of the house. And what we've got inside is pretty neatly set up. There's a few things I'm going to change, but obviously diesel heater, still running on the internal tank at the minute. But I have a few ideas on how to set up some kind of tank here or behind or something like that, so that I don't have to fill it up every week or so. Obviously filling it up a lot less now because it's summer. Well, nearly summer, spring. But anyway, so we've got inlet which goes straight into the house through the wall in pretty much a straight line, because I didn't really want any bends. Not that I think it loses any heat or anything, but I just wanted it to be a nice straight line low down in the house. And then I've got the inlet vented from inside as well, up the top, so that the hot air that rises comes down and back into the heater. Exhaust out the bottom through the wall here. This needs to be tidied up, but for now this is what it looks like. I did this kind of bling bling chrome exhaust system. Nice diamond plate there. I am looking for something to put along the top here to sort of, not that I've had any problems with it, but obviously rain could possibly get in there. But it seems fine for now. And yeah, so that's what's going on there. The air intake for the combustion is just hanging out the back here, pointing down. That's working fine too. And obviously currently I'm running off a computer power supply. These brackets are here for a car battery. And I've got like a trickle charger set up, ready to go for the battery. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I may even look at solar. But who knows? If it's just a car battery and a trickle charger, it's not going to use any power really. I decided to wire up properly, put some sockets in. I've got a smart smoke alarm, so if there's any problems in here, I'll get notifications on my phone. Nice light here, which for some reason does it's a smart bulb in there, but I haven't got it linked up. But anyway, it's just a light. And then also what I've got here, because I run my home on Home Assistant, which is obviously a smart home kind of open source software thing. But so everything in my house pretty much is smart. And I wanted a way to turn this on and off without having to use the remote, or obviously manually turning it on and off. So because the remote uses infrared or radio signal or something like that, I basically set this to the highest setting, and so that if I turn it on, turn it off via the remote, then it just comes on full blast or turns off. So I have an IR blaster up here, so whenever I send a signal from Home Assistant, it just blasts the IR down to here and turns it on and off. And it works really reliably, even though sometimes that can be a bit hit and miss, but it's working fine. The only thing I had to work out was a way of knowing for sure, like Home Assistant knowing for sure if the heater was actually on or not. Because obviously I could pick up with the temperature sensors in the house and know if the house was getting warmer, but I can't do that because this is synced up with my gas central heating, so it's like a supplemental thing just to help it along. There was no real way of knowing exactly how if it was definitely on or not. I did think of monitoring the power usage so that it would see the spike when it starts up, etc. But in the end I decided to go for a simple solution, and I put a temperature sensor just under here above the exhaust. So obviously when it turns on, the exhaust heats up, and that lets Home Assistant know that it's definitely turned on. So yeah, that's everything that's happening in here. And I'll show you what's going on in the house. So join me in a sec. Okay, so we're inside now. Excuse the mess. So this is where our heat comes in. I did buy a plastic directional vent thing, which was obviously supposed to be rated for heat in vehicles, a lot of which are a similar temperature to what this thing puts out, but it melted in the first 10 minutes. So at the moment it's just open. I get very little draft through here when the heat is turned off, so I'm not really too concerned about it. It's like if you can just feel it slightly if the weather's cold outside. So that's okay. I'm thinking of putting some grill around here or something just to make it nice. But I do want to be able to direct it again, because obviously at the minute it's just shooting over here towards the cupboards. And I want it to head out into the main part of the house. So yeah, we'll sort that out later. But for now, it works fine. And it's brilliant for drying clothes if you put your drying rack in front of it. And then the air intake just goes through there. And then, yeah, so this is my Home Assistant dashboard for the heating of the house. So I have my central heating thermostat there, diesel heating thermostat there. So you can turn that on now, even though. So as you can see, when I change the central heating temperature, it also syncs it up to the diesel heating temperature. So it syncs up completely with the central heating. So if I turn everything on to 18, it does that too. And also I have some electric heating in the house, and that syncs up with it as well. So it just mirrors everything, and everything helps each other out. So I've got like everything off kind of thing, but I can, if I want to, just turn the diesel heater on and off independently if I want to. But yeah, and that's it really. So yeah, I hope you like it. I'm pretty happy with it. There's a couple more things that I want to do, but yeah, for now it's working great. And I finished it a month or two ago, and now I don't need it because it's nice and sunny outside and it's getting warm. But at least it's ready for next winter. So yeah, cheers for watching, guys. Take care. See you later.